Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively make an appearance on SNL for their 50th year anniversary. And what's really interesting is Ryan Reynolds makes a joke about the whole Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively debacle. Was this an attempt at damage control?
PASCAL, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up? Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have been dealing with a lot of stuff as of late, and Justin Baldoni, let's not forget that. This thing has been absolutely crazy, and we are still learning more and more things as time goes on. But something very interesting happened last night on SNL. They had their 50th year anniversary. Of course, there were all kinds of A-listers, all kind of names in the room. I mean, everybody from Dave Chappelle and on. Okay. I mean, you can even see it in here. You got Bad Bunny, you got Anya Taylor-Joy, you got Cher, you got Kevin Costner, you got Steven Spielberg. I mean, and that's just in just the shot right here that I have on the screen right now as we speak. It's insane, right? Every person that has ever had anything to do with the show or just an A-list name is in there. Even Lil Wayne did a whole musical performance, etc. It was, like I said, a star-studded event. So it's not a surprise to see the likes of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively in the room. Except I know that there are some people saying like, oh, you guys were so sad. You guys are so distraught by this lawsuit that you can't even leave the house. Yet they were able to throw on a tux and a really nice gown and get out to the SNL event, right? Fly out to New York, or maybe they were still staying in New York, I don't know, and be there at this particular event. Now, what's interesting about this whole thing is that Ryan Reynolds stands up. He's a part of the skits, okay? He's part of this opening skit, this opening monologue audience skit, and it's a bunch of other people in there. And all of them are past hosts or past cast members from previous seasons and all that get a chance to kind of ask a little question and all that kind of stuff, kind of like this audience participation and all that. And again, you know, I know that some people are going to be like, well, why is Ryan Reynolds of all people going up there? Well, one thing's for sure, he has hosted before. Okay, he was a host on SNL in the past about 11 years ago. I had to even look it up because I was like, has he been on this show before? Because it seems so odd that he would be the one to stand up, right, and speak, right? But he has hosted this show before, all right? So that part isn't very odd. But I still am wondering if this whole thing is a PR stunt, because there's plenty of other people in this shot alone that have hosted in the past that could have stood up and asked questions as well. So it is something that I do find very, very interesting. But nonetheless, okay, we gotta roll it back because, of course, I want you guys to see the very beginning of this whole thing. And I find this whole thing very, very interesting. Clearly, it is, clearly this whole thing's scripted, but at the same time, so many people in the room. Look, you even right here in this still, you got Rob Schneider right here, Al Sharpton. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that they would ask Al Sharpton to say anything, but at the same time, he's in the room. You got Jack White in the room as well. Okay, you got plenty of people. I forgot this guy's name, but this guy in the way back here. Okay, he, if I'm correct, was a cast member for like a year, maybe. Something Brewer, James Brewer or Jim Brewer. I don't know. Maybe I have the wrong name, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. There's plenty of names in the room. Okay. That could have gone up there and done, some sort of bit. But let's take a look at what is being said here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Who else has a question?
I have a question.
Oh,
Here
hey,
comes.
Ryan Reynolds.
Hi.
Hey. How's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
Now, again, okay, they're addressing the elephant in the room. Let's be real. They're addressing the elephant in the mother-loving room. Everybody and their mama knows exactly what's going on. Everybody and their mama knows the BS that's going on between Justin Baldoni and the Reynolds. Okay, so of course everybody in the room is just busting out laughing. You can kind of even hear some people going, "Oh," like, you know what I mean? Like, did they have to go there? But they went there.
Yeah, okay. Well, my question is that, you know, that the materials that they made the cone heads with, are those edible?
Edible? No. And based on them being made in 1975, I'd assume that they're highly toxic.
Oh, okay. So if somebody, you know, hypothetically took a couple of nibbles backstage and, you know, got excited, should they go to the hospital or should they?
Yes, they should go to the hospital right away.
Good.
Good luck.
Great.
Okay, next.
Okay, so again, you know what I mean? The funniest joke was him actually responding to them, like, "Hey, how things been?" He's like, "Everything's fine. Why do you ask?" You know what I mean? Like, what? Why? What's going on? And just, you know, addressing the elephant in the room. But I am kind of curious. You had Will Ferrell in there in that shot as well. Let me just roll that back a tiny bit. That little tuft of hair down below here, right down here. If you can see my mouse, literally that's him. Okay, that's Will Ferrell. I'm sure he's a part of it, something somewhere. I mean, he's one of the many biggest stars that came out of SNL. Let's be real, okay? But like I said, you got all these people. Don't know why Bad Bunny wearing a hat, but you know, let him do his thing. All right, Anya Taylor-Joy with. It looks like Cillian Murphy with a mop on his head. Okay, over here sitting next to Anya Taylor-Joy. But like I said, you know what I mean? There's plenty of other people, Cher, etc., that could have been used in the skit as well. But they brought in Ryan Reynolds. But you got to remember, also on top of this, he has one of the biggest movies out there. Okay, the Deadpool Wolverine movie was massive. Okay, massive, y'all. So I can see them going, well, we got to bring him on. Everyone's loving the movie. Okay, aside from all the stuff and the allegations out here, it was a hit. So let's bring in A-list star that we have right now. Okay, which I know that there are others. There are many, but at the same time, Ryan Reynolds is a household name. Okay, so again, I am not surprised about him, being a part of some skit. The fact that they address the elephant in the room is funny. It is. And I mean, I leave that question up to you guys too. I mean, do you think it was funny? Do you not think it's funny? I know some people are going to feel some type of way about the joke, but at the same time, I can see this as a potential attempt at trying to get back in the good graces of the court of public opinion. One, it's getting them from out from the shadows, because they allegedly they have been dealing with a lot of they've been very sad and hiding out because of all the stuff that's been going on the internet, and now they're showing up, and now he's making a joke about it, kind of like, can we move on, right? But still kind of going, hey, remember, I'm still here to entertain you guys. I'm still an actor. I'm still going to keep doing what I'm doing. So I don't know. Maybe this was an attempt, a big old PR stunt to try to kind of leap over this situation and keep it moving, right? Keep people laughing, keep people entertained, and all that. Part of me still wonders if Ari Emanuel, the CEO of WME, that's the William Morris Endeavors, I'm wondering if he called up Lorne Michaels and said, hey, Ryan Reynolds wants to be there. Can you do a little skit? Can you have him do a little bit, in the thing? And I'm sure Lorne Michaels was like, hell yeah, let him speak. That's fantastic, because it's going to get us clicks. It's the hottest thing right now. So everybody and their mom is going to watch this and talk about it. And some people are going to laugh at it, think it's hilarious. Some people are going to say it's tasteless and disgusting. Like I said, it's a joke. It's comedy. He took what's going on in his real life and threw it out on the comedy chopping block. It was funny. It was you could hear the whole room bust out laughing. Clearly, it was the funniest joke in the entire. I think it was one of the biggest reactions from the audience in the entire opening little audience thing that they did. Okay, now, is that right? I don't know. I leave that up to you guys, because, like I said, comedy is in the eye of the beholder. Okay, let's be real. All right, but when you see this, right? what say you guys on this? So, do you think it was tasteless or no? One thing I will say though is that it's giving SNL some looksy-loos again. Everybody's talking about SNL right now. So I can see Lorne Michaels being like, yo, you gonna do this. And because it's gonna be controversy. People are gonna talk about it. People are gonna want to see SNL, and maybe it's making SNL relevant again. I don't know. Okay. But it is interesting that this whole thing went down the way it went down. There were plenty of other people just in this shot alone, in just this still alone, that have hosted before or have been a past cast member in the past that could have easily done the jokes, could have easily been a part of this bit. And they chose Ryan Reynolds. Is that a PR stunt? Is it? Is it damage control even? I leave that question up to you. Because at the end of the day, did this make more damage? Or did it smooth a few things over? Let me know. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button. And we'll talk here very soon. It's just very interesting. It's very interesting, but at the same time, everybody's clicking on that SNL clip and checking it out, right? I don't know. Will it help or tarnish? That's the question. We'll talk soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.